welcome to like our first little episode
Yes.
of Creative TV. So we wanted to just share with you all a little bit about who we are, how Creative came about, and introduce ourselves. So with that being said, I am Tara Jackson, one of the co-founders, co-owners of Creative Force Choreo.
And I'm JaShawn Walker, otherwise known as Jay. I'm the other co-founder and co-owner of Creative Force.
Yes, so we want to just maybe start and tell y'all a little bit about how Creative Force became Creative Force because it was not always Creative Force, okay?
Yes.
So, a little bit of backstory behind it. We both have a dance background. We've come from two different dance worlds, but we love dance. We're very passionate about it. And so I'll start with my journey first, and I'll let Jay kind of like get into hers. But I danced all my life, drill team, high school, college, went on to dance professionally for the Chiefs as well. Go Chiefs. Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl bound. But after I did all of that, I still was just like, man, I really want to be doing something more with dance. I want to have something that's like my own and be able to create more from there. So I talked with a couple of friends and just trying to figure out maybe who I could maybe partner with to do something about it. But those relationships, as far as like building something together, didn't quite work out. And no bad blood, people just are on different journeys, like in their life. And eventually I had the bright idea of going to this young lady right here. And I remember going over to her house, and I don't know, it was probably like, 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know.
It was kind of late.
It was
late.
I probably was going over there to borrow something, y'all.
You're borrowing clothes.
Jay got some
for
good
a work
stuff.
for a work event.
Okay, so I'm
for
borrowing.
work fitness event. Yeah.
I shop in Jay's closet when I need to. So I went over there, and I was like, hey, I have an idea I want to, run by you. And I was like, I just have a vision where I want to create a dance company, choreography, be able to do like camps and privates and work with high school, colleges. I said I have no idea how this is going to work. I know nothing about business, honey. Nothing. Okay, I just know about dance and choreography. And I was like, I just want to see if that's something you're interested in. And my girl was on board, and I was so excited. And so little did we know, Creative actually started with a thought and a conversation in Jay's bedroom. And it did not have a name, okay, y'all? It did not have a name. But I'm going to get a little bit more into that, but I'm going to let Jay kind of like tell her side, and then we'll get more into the name and the logo and some of that stuff.
So, I danced in college. I danced for KU for 4 years, and it was a great experience. And I was a senior in college thinking, like, all right, like, it was that decision, like, I now got to grow up and get an adult job and be an adult and do all these different things. So my major was not in dance or anything related to dance, honestly. So what I did was, okay, time for me to go get a job. So I went to go get a job after college and was kind of like, okay, I guess I'm done dancing. What else am I going to do? And so I got a job, and I was working my job, and they kind of convinced me, I wouldn't say they, but like within that job, I know I needed to get my master's to be able to move up, and my parents thought it was a good idea for me to go get my master's, so I started grad school. I actually did start grad school, and I just hit this rut. I hit this rut of just going to work, going home, going to the gym occasionally, and no passion, and I was
doing.
And then I started grad school in the middle of this, having no passion for anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I hated grad school. I did so bad in grad school. Like, there was just no motivation to do it. There was no motivation for work and like all this kind of stuff, and I was just like, what am I missing? What am I missing in my life that like I just feel like there's nothing I just love? And I was like, it was dance. And so I got back into dance classes, and I was like, all right, like, oh my gosh, like I just miss this so much. And I was kind of like, how can I make this something that I do every day? Because I was just like, something just kind of like awakened inside me again after that. And so I was already kind of having those feelings and stuff like that. And then Tara came to me with the idea in the middle of me kind of rediscovering, like, I need to do something with dance.
And I didn't know she was in her, like, searching, like, where's my life going phase. I had no clue, you know, like,
right. And so when she asked me, I was on board. She literally just told me the idea. I'm like, yep, I don't know where we gonna take it, but I need this. I can't be doing what I'm doing anymore. Yeah. So as soon as she told me about it, I was on board because I was like, I just needed to dance back in my life.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And so, okay, so we come to the point where we're like, okay, we're going to do a dance business, but what is it going to be? You know, so we started to, like, set up meetings with each other.
At Starbucks.
Yep, at Starbucks, and getting us some birthday cake
Birthday
pop. Gotta have a birthday cake pop.
Yes.
And we just started to, like, try to brainstorm names, like, things that we felt like was a true representation of who we are. And we had a lot of names on there.
Yes.
Dynamic.
We spent like 2 hours just trying to figure out a name.
Yeah, like a lot of different stuff. And for me,
I remember Tara wanted a K in it so bad.
Yes.
I don't know what it was.
But the K was special, y'all, because my sister actually has a event planning business. My sister lives in Omaha, Nebraska, and her business is called Confessions of a Designer, but she spells it with a K. And I just was like, oh, I love that K, like, on her logo, and it just was, I don't know that. Yeah, see, we learn something every day.
Yeah.
So that's why that K was, like, important to me, because it was like a connection to my sister, and she's going after her dreams and her goals, and it's my big sis. So, you know, it's like, I want to be like my big sister, you know. So that's why the K itself was important, and we just wrote down a lot of different names, you know, and then we started trying to, like, put stuff together. Like, I don't know, you remember everything on the list.
I know we wanted something
dynamic, powerful.
Yeah, we just wanted, like, words that was just, like, strong, in your face, like, because that's just how we are. And very, like, powerhouse, something like that. And she wanted the K. And we came up with these different names with, like, K, and we thought, of course, like, a dance, creative. Okay, creative what? And for some reason, I was really stuck to the force part.
She was stuck on that force.
I'm just like, I don't know. It was like a name that is powerful, but like a word that you normally wouldn't think of first. Yeah. You know, like a force to be reckoned with, force of gravity, stuff like that. And so we came up with the name Creative Force.
Yeah. So there was the birth of Creative Force.
Yes.
And we were so excited because we was like, oh my God, this is so hard, you know. And she would have ideas. I was like, no. And then I would get excited about, oh, what about this? She's like, no, you know. Yeah. So we kind of went back and forth in that, but really listening to each other, you know, because that's important with a partnership is to hear out the other party, even when you don't always agree or maybe you don't have the same vision. But we finally did come to agree about Creative Force Choreo. And then in the process of that, you know, we started like applying for like our LLC and really doing some behind the scene business things since we had officially decided a name, you know, getting a bank account, all that good stuff that comes with getting a business, getting a bank account with $0, right? Like, you know. No, we had a little bit of money to put in the bank by the time we
had a little bit.
We had a dab, y'all. We had a dab. But you know, all the business stuff that you try to do. And then eventually, after we figured out a name, it was like, okay, well, we need a logo. And I am the first person to tell you, when you get into, like, fashion and designing and drawing, that's a no-no for Tara. And I know that, but I also know that that is Jay's strength, you know. So I'm like, girl, you take the logo and you go and you do whatever. I really don't know about logos because she was. What did you send me one day or something?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for the logo, we had a graphic designer help us put it together, and she was like, I want you to send me like some things that you're envisioning, and like I was like, I think one of the things that I like wanted to base the logo off of was like this one like picture, and it said like Miami. Yeah, so it's like this Miami like logo that I really really like. That's where like the kind of creative part, the font kind of came from. And then I was like, I want our logo to glow. So if you like see in some of our videos, like the logo glows, and I just wanted this like click on. I don't know. I wanted it to glow, and so I told her, the graphic designer, my vision, and like I was like, I want it to be clean, but like have some like really cool elements to it, stuff like that. And so she put together this mood board of like all the things I was envisioning to kind of create this mood, and I was like, yes, I love it. I could feel it. I could feel the mood. This logo's, and the logo wasn't designed. It was just the mood board.
She could feel the mood.
And so then I sent it to Tara, like, oh my gosh, like, what do you think? Like, don't you love this mood board? And she was like, well, I don't like this one picture, like, left corner. And I was like, it's not the exact picture.
It wasn't about the picture.
It was what does the mood this gives you.
Girl, I knew nothing about the mood. I'm like, I don't like that picture.
She was like, I didn't like, I don't really like the left corner picture.
I don't like that. So she had to explain to me the mood board, and I'm like,
and she was just like, oh, okay.
Right.
And I'm like, all right.
And she's so excited. I'm like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know why, but if some people like really look at our logo, in the force part, it's a lightning bolt. Because I wanted a symbol to kind of represent creative force.
The O, if you really pay attention to the O, is
a lightning bolt.
I know you can't see it right now, but you know.
Just because, I don't know, I wanted some type of like picture to like represent creative force too. Mm-hmm. And I'm hopefully like later on down the road, I'm wanting to incorporate the lightning bolt into like more things and more designs as we get like more apparel and stuff like that. And I don't know why the lightning bolt was just so like,
it was a must.
It was a must for her. It was. Yeah. I don't know why. And so she incorporated it so well into the O. And it's so weird now. I'm like, why did I want the lightning bolt? Like I remember I was like, I want a symbol.
She felt from the mood board.
I did. I was like, I want some type of symbol, just to be like, bow, creative force. But yeah, so then our graphic designer gave me the logo, and it was like this, but without the box around it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, it's great. It has it's clean, so it looks good on everything, but it also is really creative and cool, all this kind of stuff. Sent it to Tara. She's like, I don't like it.
I was like, I don't like it.
And
I was like, I don't like it, but if you like it, okay, because, you know, I gave her the task.
And but I know it wasn't just I didn't like it. I said, what don't you like about it? And you're like, I don't know, but I don't like it.
Hey, look, I was being honest in the partnership, but I was also being supportive in the partnership.
But granted, the logo was just white font on a black background. So, it didn't really,
you didn't speak to Tara's mood.
You didn't see it on it. It did glow, though. It glowed.
Yeah, so we learned from that I'm very visual. So you almost really just got to show me the finished product, really.
So then I was like, okay, maybe I got to put something on it. So I put the box around it. And I was like, I don't know why. I was like, put a box around it. Maybe it'll look different for Tara. Put the box around it. She's like, yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yes. And it was so funny because she was so excited.
I was so excited.
She's like, oh my God, I can't wait to share it.
I loved it. Shout out to Haley, our graphic designer, for doing it because we love it.
And I do love it now, y'all. I did love it.
We had to put it on a t-shirt.
Yes.
And then when she saw it on the t-shirt, she was like, oh my gosh, I love it.
And then my mood changed, okay?
The mood board was not.
Then I was in love. So, and that's just a little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Of, how Kreative came about, the name, the logo, and the vision. You know, just we want to do something, although we may not have every single thing mapped out. And we don't even have everything mapped out at this moment as we speak to you. But it's not about having every single thing planned out, but it's more about having a vision, being passionate about what you want to do and going for it. And so there's the birth of Kreative. But we wanted to share a little insight with you guys about the life and the journey of Kreative, and we hope that you continue to follow us with Kreative TV, and we'll bring you more, insights about, Kreative or tips or, a variety of topics. I think that we'll cover, but we wanted to share a little bit about